This tutorial is on creating landing forms. Here's one landing form and it's pop-up, so somebody clicks on it, get my stuffs now, and they fill in their name and email and click the submit button, and I set it up to take them to a thank you page. Obviously this isn't a thank you page, but so you could create a special page to send people to. Here's a landing form and it is set up as a landing form. Click the button to get the information. Okay, and this one was when the form is filled in and submitted, they see the congratulations on top so they know that they've submitted it. So now let's go and see how to create these landing forms. This is Local Theme Jack and it's the drag and drop version. ThemeJack Biz and down to niche websites. You can actually bypass this whole tutorial and just install Landing Pages Jack, and I think there are something like 20 pre-made landing pages and you can edit all of the details in the pages. But if you would like to know how to create your own landing pages and landing forms, you'll come to the left side black bar, come down to landing pages, across to the flyout window and down to forms. In forms you can get your form stats, you can do split testing and make a new form. So we're going to create a new form. There are 15 pre-designed forms and you can select from any of these. If you mouse over and click on the eye, you can preview the form. So you see what is here and you can edit all of the details in here. You can edit all the text. There are some colors you may edit. Come down and so let's take a peek at this one. Okay, so let's select this one. When you decide on the one you want to use, you just click on the check mark. And you could go through and edit all of these and have them ready for you to use on any page. So you're going to give it a name and only you are going to see the name. The color refers to the color of the text. Alright, let's leave it green. Okay, background. Okay, you can change the background of the form and I kind of like it orange. Okay, and you can move this around or you can add your own HTML color codes. And if you want to know exact color codes, I just do a Google for HTML color codes and you can get as simple or as involved as you want to. Okay, so this gives you a nice choice and you can get the HTML code and you could paste it right in here. Okay, and then the button background color, here's the button. The background color, let's make this good. Okay. And then the button color I believe is the text color. Okay, so that shows up better. And then if you want to edit the text, you just double click on any of the text and type out what you want to change. You want to check and make sure that everything is spelled correctly. So anyway, just go through the whole form and make sure it reads as you want it to read, and when you're finished you click save. So forms, so this form is now in the forms list. You know, if you want to have several to choose from for when you're creating something. Okay, so when I changed the color, it changed the color of the little icons here. Background, so color refers to features and background refers to the color of the form, and then the button background over here and the button color would be the text color. And if you're happy with it, click on save. So now you've got two forms in your form list. So now we want to go and create our landing page. So click on mouse over pages down to add new. It's Jack Page Builder. And on a landing form, you may or may not want your header, top menu, footer. You may want to create a footer specifically for the landing page. I do not want the top menu. So I'm going to delete that. Okay. And we will add columns. Okay, and I think I would add a video. Okay, so I'm going to click on embed, show more, uncheck show suggested videos when the video finishes, come back to share and copy this link, and then go back to my video setup, and that's for YouTube. And if you add a video, you can add an intro or an outro thumbnail and how you want the videos oriented. So let's do some padding. So we're just going to keep this simple, save, and then add another module, and this time I'm going to add landing form. And you want to add a domain email address, so your name or your client's name at theirdomain.com, and you want to add a subject and edit the message. Okay, and if you have partners or you want to have other people receive the forms that are filled in on the site, you can add their email address. Edit all the details here. Landing page type. If you want the landing form to be a pop-up, I'm going to make it a pop-up, and here you select which of the forms you want to use, and you can edit the text on the button with, okay, so this is the button setting on success. You can show the message on top or link them to a thank you page. You can link your autoresponder service to this form, and lots of details in here to fill in. We're going to just make this fairly minimal right now and save it and publish and preview, and then we'll see what it is we need to fix or change. I elected to have it be a pop-up form, so it provides a button, so they click on the button and here's the form. It pops up. So you fill in the details. Okay, and here's the success notice. So this is bare bones basic landing page, and you can add more details. You can add another module and add text, and you can put a description of what it is you're asking people to subscribe to or to buy, or a class that you're going to offer. So I'm going to give this H1 tag and H2, H3, and we'll center the whole deal. Center, and we can change the color. You can change the font family here. You can set text color here. Text orientation, I want it centered. And if you want padding, you can do padding, and left and right padding is often very good to use too. And if you want a minimum height and a minimum width, you can do that. Say if you wanted to line this up with the video, make it as wide as the video. So minimum width would be, say, 500. Show on all devices or show only on desktop, mobile, tablet, etc. And then save. And so now we've got video, landing form, and text, but I want the text above the video, so I just drag it from the bottom to the top. And let's update and preview changes. Okay, join our class on creating landing forms held weekly at this station 2 p.m. and it's all about Steve Jobs, and we click on Get My Stuffs Now and fill in your name and email. And when it's filled in, whomever fills in the form will see the thank you. You could also send them to another page with additional information about the course that you're offering or whatever it is you are offering to someone. That's a basic landing form. So from the basic landing form, you can do things like add an image to the background. So you're going to click on this yellow vertical bar and select background image, or you can change background color or video or a map. We'll do background image, upload an image, select the image you want to use and set as background, and go through any of the other settings. I like the parallax effect, so I leave that on, and set any of these other settings you want. And then if you would like to have a wider setup, you would add another row, add columns, and add a single column. Or if you want it narrower, you would choose a different layout. So if you want it wide. And then the other thing I did was I saved each of these as a module so that I don't have to do it all over again. I can just come and add a module, add custom module, that was the text, add another module, custom module, add the video, and another module, and add the landing form. So that's all set. So if I wanted to put this on a dozen different pages, I could do so. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so now I have a narrow one and a wide one. We'll update and preview changes. I don't ever delete anything until I know that I like the new thing that I made. Okay, so here is the narrow landing page. Here's the wider landing page. And I think I would go and I would change this to the pop-up because I like the pop-up. And I will delete the small one, and then I'll go and change this to the pop-up. So when you set it for a pop-up, that's when you get the button setting. Okay, so all of that is fine. And update, preview changes. Okay, and here is the pop-up button for the landing form. And that wraps up this tutorial.